Hi Isabel, thank you for joining us. Here are the weekly highlights from Arakan. Junta-Arakan Army clash report near Taung Maw Oo Naval Station in Jaku Township. ULA imposes nighttime curfew in Maungdaw District. 59 civilians killed or injured by junta bombing in Arakan State and Paletwa within 1 week. Arakan National University opens applications for third-year students. Interfaith Social Harmony campaign held in Maungdaw. Thefts rise across Arakan Army-held areas. For over 2 years, sustained conflict has reshaped Arakan State as the Arakan Army continues its offensives against the Myanmar military junta. The conflict across Arakan State still remains intense and rapidly evolving. From August 10 to 16, 2026, covering the conflict and other regional news, we will bring you key developments regarding the situation in Arakan. Junta-Arakan Army clash reported near Taung Maw Oo Naval Station in Jaku Township. Heavy clashes have broken out between the Myanmar military junta and the Arakan Army near the Taung Maw Oo Naval Station in Jaku Township, Arakan State, with both sides exchanging heavy artillery fire, according to military sources. Following a week-long lull in fighting near the junta naval station, intense clashes resumed on August 12 as military junta columns advanced. Military sources said clashes are currently taking place near Awadong, Tainshao, and Minpin villages in Jaku Township, where the Arakan Army is conducting counterattacks in response to junta offensives. We have sources adding that the military junta has frequently launched drone strikes on active battlefields to provide fire support for its ground offensives. A young Arakanese military observer pointed that the military junta is using Chinese projects in Jaku Township as a shield to resist Arakan Army offensives, committing all available sources to defend its position. Clashes between the Arakan Army and the regime have raged in Jaku Township since early 2025, marking a front line where territorial control between both sides shift frequently. ULA imposes nighttime curfew in Maungdaw District. The United League of Arakan has imposed a nighttime curfew in Maungdaw and Ritidong townships in Arakan State, areas controlled by the Arakan Army, effective August 9, citing security threats posed by armed Muslim groups. A statement issued by the Maungdaw District Administrative Department on August 11 said Muslim armed groups including the Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army, ARSA, Rohingya Solitary Organization, RSO, and Arakan Rohingya Army, ARA, were attempting to incite unrest in Maungdaw District. The statement said the groups had infiltrated Arakan State and carried out killings, kidnappings, ambushes, and robberies against local residents, making the curfew necessary to protect public safety. Residents of Butidao and Maungdaw are required to comply strictly with the order, with authorities warning that violations will result in legal action. Residents who need to travel during curfew hours for essential reasons have been instructed to inform relevant administrative officials in advance and obtain permission before traveling. The announcement said the curfew would remain ineffective until it is officially revoked. The statement said armed groups including ARSA, ARA, and RSO had repeatedly carried out attacks, abductions, and killings in Maungdaw District, raising concerns over security in the area. 15 civilians killed or injured by junta bombing in Arakan State and Paletwa within 1 week. At least 59 civilians, including women and children, were killed or injured by military junta airstrikes across Arakan State and Paletwa Township in Shin State between August 10 and August 16, according to data compiled by DMG. The military junta conducted at least 6 bombing raids within 1 week across Thandwe, Gwa, and Paletwa townships, leaving 26 civilians dead and 32 others wounded. Casualties from the airstrikes include 18 killed and 21 injured in Thandwe Township, 8 killed and 1 injured in Gwa Township, and 1 killed and 10 injured in Paletwa Township. Local residents stated that the military junta, facing battlefield's defeats, is deliberately targeting civilians with airstrikes in territories controlled by the Arakan Army. Mass civilian casualty incidents resulting from aerial bombardments were recorded this month, with a high proportion of victims being women and children. Due to relentless airstrikes, residents across Arakan State live in constant fear during their daily lives and must navigate their movements with extreme caution. Arakan National University opens applications for third-year students. Arakan National University, operating under the Arakan National Education Department, has opened applications for third-year and first-year honors programs for the 2026-2027 academic year. Members of the education community view the emergence of a higher education system in Arakan State as a positive development for local youth. Specialized majors available to third-year students include Myanmar, English, Geography, History, Philosophy, Economics, Psychology, Oriental Studies, Law, International Relationships, and Archaeology, among others. Science majors include mathematics, chemistry, physics, zoology, botany, geology, microbiology, industrial chemistry, marine science, and biochemistry. Standard university degree programs span 2 academic years, while honors programs require 3 years of study. Upon completion, standard degree programs confer qualifications, including Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Commerce, and Bachelor of Laws, while honors programs confer Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science degrees. While young people have expressed hope that the programs launched by the Arakan National Education Department will provide a modern and practical education system, applicants must submit a university application form along with proof of passing their second-year university examinations or a second-year transcript, third-year student ID or tuition fee receipt, and 2 passport photographs. Applications must be submitted at respective township education offices by October 15, 2026. Information on enrollment dates and campus locations can be obtained from township education offices by October 30th, 2026. An Interfaith Social Harmony campaign is underway in Maungdaw District, Arakan State, an area controlled by the Arakan Army. On August 11th, around 240 participants, including Arakanese, Muslim, and Hindu youths, as well as United League of Arakan and Arakan Army personnel, took part in cleanup activities at Shwezegong Pagoda, the main mosque and Hindu temple in Maungdaw Town as part of the initiative. The campaign aims to promote community harmony, mutual respect and recognition, and peaceful coexistence among diverse religious and ethnic communities across Arakan State. Social harmony activities are reportedly continue across Maungdaw District. Thefts rise across Arakan State held areas. Thefts have increased in recent days across several townships controlled by the Arakan Army in Arakan State, according to local residents and victims. Multiple thefts involving cash, gold, motorcycles, and household appliances have been reported in Kyaukphyu and Maungdaw townships this month. In Myote ward of Kyaukphyu Town, 5 tickles of gold and 3 million jets in cash were stolen from a home on August 4, according to homeowner Maungdaw Oo. According to local residents, motorcycle thefts and residential burglaries were also reported in Yoma ward of Kyaukphyu Town last July. Thefts are also increasing in Maungdaw Town, raising concerns among residents who say they must remain constantly vigilant about security. Residents noted that numerous homes, buildings, and market stalls were burned or destroyed during the fighting, leaving many structures incomplete and insecure. As a result, some residents now keep knives, spears, and flashlights at night to protect themselves from thieves. With the risk of theft increasing, residents are calling for stronger urban security measures, including night patrols. These were the main highlights from the past week of Arakan. This program is presented every Tuesday, so please stay tuned. May all people of Arakan and the world stay healthy and safe.